Hello friends, it is Chelsea here again. I wanted to come back and let you guys know that everything's fine. If you pay attention to my community tab here on YouTube, you'll notice that I've had a health issue that came up this week early, I think Wednesday, like 1:30 a.m. I woke up with a lot of pain and had to go to the ER, and turns out it was just kidney stones. So everything's good now. I finally am over it. But I am still really drowsy from all of the medications I was taking for pain. So forgive me if I sound a little weird. I don't know if it will affect my speech or anything, but I do feel a little tired still. I'm keeping hydrated, drinking lots of water, and I wanted to film a video today. It's been a little while since I've uploaded something, and I've got a couple in the works, but they're not quite ready yet. So this video is just going to be all of the books that I want to finish before the end of 2024. And then leading into the new year, starting fresh. So let's just get into it. Mostly this is going to be manga, but I did find a book in here that I did not remember purchasing. I also got my nails done for the first time since I was in high school. They're like little clouds and a star on here, and then just shiny. It's something my husband got me for Christmas, and I hadn't used it, like pretty much a gift card for this place local, and I was really excited. I booked that appointment months ago, and I went to the appointment regardless of my pain, and it was nice. It was a nice little treat. But anyways, you're here for the manga, not for pedicures and manicures. First thing is what I'm currently reading. I did want to show you what I'm currently reading right now. I'm going to finish this today, volume 11 of Come You Can't Communicate. I've really been loving this series lately. I think that this has just been one of those series currently that could get me out of a depression episode, I think. It's just so simple and slice of lifey, wholesome. There's just enough romance in here to where it doesn't feel overwhelming if I'm not in the mood for a romance. It's just so cute and sweet and funny and fun and silly. It has highs and lows of silliness, which I like. I don't like when something is just too silly. I love the characters in this story, and I love the budding romance. It's just exactly what I need right now. And I wish I had 5 more volumes to dive into today. That's why I've not finished it yet, because I'm trying to slow down so I don't finish it too quickly. But I will finish this today. But I will be ordering more of this soon because I've got plenty to read in it, and I can't wait. Next, I have volume 8 of Crossplay Love, Otaku X Punk. This is by Toru, and I've been really enjoying this crossplay almost BL series. I hesitate to call it a full out BL because no one's like genuinely in love with a boy yet. They think that they're women, so they like each other a lot, but they also think that each other are women. So it's a really fun twist on cross-dressing romance and comedy, and the art's cute. A lot of the characters are starting to look a lot alike, and if you don't read it closely together, I worry that someone might struggle with telling the characters apart. Other than like the obvious ones, like these on the front are a little more generic, but there's some of them who have like really unique clothing. Those are a little easier to tell apart. I'm starting to have trouble, if that makes sense. Some of the characters, that they look a lot alike. But I do really like the series. I don't know how much longer this is supposed to go. I'm hoping it doesn't keep going on for too long, just because I don't want it to feel too repetitive. And that is something I am worried about with this series, but for now, I am really enjoying it. It's really fun, and can't wait to pick that one up. And with this video, I did want to say I am mostly just wanting to show you books that I think I need to be finished with before 2025. And if I don't, that's okay. It's just that this is my goal because I don't want to carry on a ton in my TBR for the new year. It's just a personal preference. My TBR, as you can see, is usually pretty small anyway. Like there's like nothing on the bottom shelf other than records. Mostly it's books. And some of these I've had for a really long time, and I just have to wait till I'm in the mood, or I finish collecting all of the ones in the series before I want to start reading them. And then this over here is stuff that I'm not ready to read quite yet. There's a lot of Booty Royale, as you can see. I have one volume that I'm currently barely into, but I'm just not in the mood for that kind of story right now. If you know, you know. If you don't bother yourself with looking into it because it's disgusting. And then these I need to collect more of before I can read those. So I have 2 volumes of Yona of the Dawn, which is really exciting because I'm really bad about picking up this series, and I like to pick it up in person for some reason more than I do ordering it. I don't know why that I have that hesitation. I did happen to find volumes 4 and 5 in store the other day, and that was just really exciting because that gives me hope that they're reprinting more of these and that I have a chance to eventually collect the entire series. But I do need to pick up pace because I don't want it to go out of print. And I don't want it to be really hard to find these. And I did miss the $9.99 price mark. They've already jumped up to $12. So that's on me for not prioritizing this series. But I know I'm going to love it. I love things like Inuyasha and other well-known fantasy shoujo series. I just can't think of them right now. And the artwork is stunning. Like, these covers are absolutely gorgeous. And I love the characters so far. So I am excited to get into these. I just have not read them yet. I'm still going to be looking for more of them when I go to different bookstores, because the one we go to frequently that I like to shop at, they don't typically have Yona unless it's like a couple volumes at the beginning and then a couple at the end. They don't tend to get any of the middle ones. Next I have volume 2. I think these are the omnibus editions of After the Rain. This is by Jun Miyazuki. I really liked the first volume. I think that there's a lot to be said in this series. Hopefully it's good. I really loved the first one. I think that it was very beautifully written, beautifully drawn. My dog's trying to play with me. I like the conversation. I just don't know if it's going to go in a way that I like or not. So I will be continuing it, mostly due to the creator. I just really love the way that they draw people and convey emotion, and I just really love the way that they write. I want to read this one, and I'll see if I want to continue after this. I think after this one it's going to really help me decide if I'm going to like this or not. Next, I finally did pick up a volume of the manga. I love the anime of Apothecary Diaries, and I do want to read this. There's plenty to read, so there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to just dive in and start reading this physically, because the artwork is gorgeous, y'all. Like, it's so pretty, and I love the characters. I'm hoping that the manga gives me a little bit something different from the anime, because I do like when they're the same but also they have a little bit of difference, so that it's not like a complete repeat of the anime. So we'll see how I feel about it. It's just exciting to finally be collecting this series. It's such a pleasure to watch. Really hoping we get another season, because I'm in love with these characters, and I can't wait to start reading the series. Next, I have volume 3 of The Ancient Magus Bride, or Magus. I don't know how you say that word. If you know, let me know. But I've been slowly picking this one up as well. It's not a top priority series for me, but I am enjoying it enough. I tend to not read a lot of magical stuff, and I don't think that's on purpose. I think it's just not what I gravitate towards naturally, because I do like it. I do like magical things that jump in realism, or things that are just in totally different magical worlds. I like a good mix of that, but I tend to pick up more realism, more modern stories, if that makes sense. But I do like this. It's fun, it's cute. I just don't know too much about it yet. I know it's got like some secrets and things in it. I'm excited to read that one eventually. Next up, I have another volume of A Condition Called Love. This is volume 9 by Megami Morino, and I'm truly loving this series. I picked this one up on my last shopping haul, as you can see if you've watched that video, and I have not read it yet, so that's different. I normally pick up a couple of these really quickly, but since I've been so sick and busy, I just have not been picking up my manga like I want to. But I think that's about to change. I think I'm about to start reading more again, because this morning I started reading and I couldn't stop, and I had to make myself stop so that I could make this video and do a few things around the house, because now that I'm feeling better, I need to get some laundry done and things. So yeah, that's gonna change soon. I'll have most of these will be read pretty soon. But then I also have volume 8 of The 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You. I love this series. Judge me all you want. I think it's just really funny. It's gross, it's insane, and all over the place, but I find joy in the absolute slapstick self-awareness of it all. I think that if you can, of course, separate fact from fiction and realize that they're kind of making fun of this genre within this story, then I think that you might really like this. It's got some gross stuff in it, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not as bad as Booty Royale, but it does have some really nasty tropes that we tend to see in some anime and manga. I don't condone any of that by reading this. Sometimes it's fun to read things that you don't agree with or you don't like, as long as it's not like triggering or makes you sick, if you know what I mean. This is one of those series that I just genuinely enjoy for the craziness of it all. And it does have some really funny nuance to it and references to other media and genres and stuff, so I really like this one, and I'm not necessarily going to recommend it, but I do like it. It's a fun title. Next up, I have the final volume in the series. As far as I know, it'll be the final one. Volume 7 of Orange by Ichigo Takano. I did buy the box set. You can see it's just sitting here with stuff in it right now. I've got my book sleeves in there, but once I finish this volume I can put them all in the box set and then put them on the shelf and look really nice. But for now, this is the last one I have to read, and I don't know much about it. To You, Dear One, I have no idea what this is about. I know that volume 6 was very confusing to me. I had trouble telling when we were going from the future to the past to the present to a possible future. I'm not sure. The writing was a little messy. I tend to not gravitate towards Ichigo Takano's work as much as I wish I could, because I just don't love their writing style. I don't know, the art's great. I like Orange at the base of the series, but this extra stuff I haven't been loving as much, so we'll see how I feel about this one, but I do want to at least complete it before the year's out. Okay, I have 4 volumes of Dandadan here that I need to catch up on. My husband reads so much faster than I do when he is really into a series. It's not that I'm not enjoying it. I absolutely love Dandadan. I think it's a truly unique series that you don't get series like this every day. I have really enjoyed the read so far. I'm up to volume 4, obviously. It's great. The anime that's coming out is fantastic. I highly recommend picking up the manga if you are just an anime only on that one, or if you are a manga only, checking it out, because it's giving me what I wanted. I was really worried that we wouldn't get 110% on it from the producers and animators and stuff, but we are. We're getting a really good shot at it, and even the theme song is what I wanted. I literally said months before that anime, we went to see it in theaters, as you saw in that video last haul I did, that I wanted the theme song to be done by the same guy who does that funny one that's from Mashal. When I heard that song, I haven't even gotten to that season where that song plays, but when I heard that song, I was like, I think that guy should do the theme song for Dandadan, and he did. I was so floored, because I literally said that to my husband like 2 weeks before it came out. I was like, I really, really hope that he does the theme song for Dandadan, because he's pretty popular right now. I think his name is Creepy Nuts. It's a pretty funny group name. I think it's just 2 guys. And it works perfectly. It's absolutely stunning, and I keep getting it on my TikTok page of the theme song. It's just so fun. But this series is about aliens and ghosts and these 2 main characters who fight them together, and I don't want to spoil anything because it's crazy, it's a good time, and it's very colorful and out there, and not your typical shonen. That's all I can say. Next up, I have 2 volumes of the series that I told you guys in my last wrap-up, I think it was in my last wrap-up, that I read volume 1. If not, hopefully I haven't spoiled too much for you yet, but I have 2 and 3 of Takane and Hana, and I'm still trying to decide if I like this series or not, so I'm at least going to read volume 2 and decide if I want to continue it or not, and then I'll read 3 if I do. But after volume 2, I think I give series 2 volumes before I decide if I like them or not, if 1 isn't gonna kick it out. We'll see after volume 2 how I feel. I got these really cheap on a vacation one time, and they've just been sitting on my shelf forever, and I read the first one, thought it was okay. People said this was one of the funniest series they've ever read, and I did not really laugh at all. It's cute in some ways, but in some ways it's just a little too weird for me. We'll see how volume 2 goes. Next up, I have 9 through 13 of Waiting for Spring. This is by Anashin, and as you guys know, I'm almost done collecting this series. I think I have volume 14 to pick up, and that's it, and I'll be done, but I have not read past this volume, so I'm up 1 to 8. Got to continue it, and it's the goal to finish it before the year's out, so we'll see. I'm slowly going through them. I'm not like binging them. It's not a series that I want to binge necessarily, but I'll like read a couple, read one of these, read a couple, read another one, you know, that kind of thing. So I am slowly making my way through this one. I do like this series enough to continue it and read it and keep it, but it's not one that I'm like jumping to grab the next volume, if that makes any sense. The next thing I have is one that my husband picked up that I really Well, I paid for it, but he picked it up. It's called Monotone Blue. It's a BL story involving animalistic people, and I think there's supposed to be some color in here, but I'm not seeing it. Maybe I just misunderstood that when I was watching other people review it. But it looks really cute. It's supposed to be a BL story about acceptance or whatever, and it's a one-shot, so it's not going to take much time to get through this. And it's a nice big print from 7 Seas. I'm excited to try it. I don't know how I'll feel about it. I don't read a ton of BL, only because I'm super picky, but we'll see. We'll see if I like this. Next up, I have volume 9 of A Sign of Affection. This is yet another one that I don't really devour very quickly, but it's been sitting on my shelf for a little while because I did pick up so much last time. And yeah, I'm excited to read it. I usually really love these. Ooh, I'm seeing a character that wasn't in the last volume in this one, so we'll see what happens. These are always really sweet, really short. They feel short to me. They're a normal size, but they feel like they fly by so fast. I think it's because I just inhale it so quickly, if you know what I mean. But it's a sweet story about a girl who is deaf and a guy who wants to communicate with her better, so he learns sign language and their romance. And there's a third person in the group that's trying to mix things up, and I don't know if that's actually going to turn into anything, but I do really like how these two mesh together. It's very sweet. Next up, I have a volume that I've started reading, but I'm not loving it. I honestly might DNF this one and just move on and sell my copy. I don't know. Gazing at the Star Next Door, I picked this up a few weeks ago and I finally decided I wanted to try it, and I'm not loving it. I'm about halfway through, as you can see, and it's just not, it's not grabbing me. I've already read a couple of series, first 1 or 2 volumes of series that are similar to this, where it's like famous guy meets regular girl or a friend from back in the day, and I guess they have a romance and he's famous. I just don't think I like that trope as much, because everything I've read that has that trope in it, I'm not like reaching for the next volume at the store, even though it's there. So I don't know. I might try to finish this one just to give it a full good go and see if anything changes at the end of it. But honestly, I'm not excited about it. And that didn't happen often. I normally really like everything I pick up. I'm just not loving it. So I probably will DNF this, but I'll let you guys know if I do finish it in my wrap up. And the last manga that I have for this video is one that I am trying. It's a brand new series. You and I Are Polar Opposites. You and I Are Polar Opposites by Kocha Agasawa. This is a new Shonen Jump series. I haven't really heard anyone talk about it. I just saw the cover and said it looks like something I would like, so I picked it up. And it says that it's about this girl who has a crush on someone, but the guy she has a crush on, their personalities are totally different, and she's like super anxious to ask him out, and like do opposites attract, you know, it sounds like a regular high school romance with just 2 people who are totally different. And I bet this is just gonna be like a cute, awkward, shy couple who are getting to know each other, and maybe they are more alike than they realize, maybe, kind of thing. And if not, it just looks really cute. The artwork's adorable. I like the guy. He's got glasses. He seems fun. I tend to like characters like him and girls who are like her. So I think this will be fun. And the cover is adorable. I love the little pandas and bears. I guess those are regular bears. I'm not sure. But it's really cute. And Shonen Jump's been doing some really good like little romances lately that I've been enjoying. So I will give this a try and see what I think of it. I hope it can be like a new Kubo for me. Something like that. I really enjoyed Kubo a lot and I miss it. So I want something that will fill that hole in my heart. So the last thing in this video, and it's a book, so if you were only here for the manga, thank you for watching, and if not, I just got one more. This is a novella, a horror novella that I have avoided spoilers for forever. It's been out for a while, and I've wanted to read it, and I just never picked it up. It is To Be Devoured by Sarah Tentlinger. There's no synopsis, just some reviews and quotes on the back. I try really hard to avoid people describing this because it is so short. It's only 83 pages, so a very quick read. I love a good horror novella. They're so fun, they're so fast, and they're usually better than if someone had tried to flesh this out into an entire book. Really excited to eventually pick this up. I just can't believe I forgot about it. It must have been a day when I was super busy or something, because I normally devour these very quickly, you know. They don't last very long on my shelf, but yeah, this is perfect for this time of year, October. I might wait and read this closer to Halloween just to get in the spooky vibes, but I am really excited to have it. I want to pick up more horror novellas. If you're a fan of horror novellas, please give me your recommendations in the comments below, because I'm looking for more of them that are physical. I did have Kindle Unlimited for a while, but I quit doing that because I don't enjoy reading digital media as much as I do physical. There's just some kind of separation in my brain, and I don't enjoy it as much. So I've just kind of turned off that subscription, taking a break from digital reading, whether it's manga or regular books. And if you've got recommendations for novellas, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more manga content. And thank you for being patient with me while I've been going through some medical stuff. I normally don't have those kinds of things happen, but it seems that every time I get caught up on my videos filmed ahead of time, like a few that I can just post and then take my time, it seems that something happens and then I get behind again. I keep getting put behind for things like that, so I'm hoping to catch up soon, be more consistent for you, because I do like to put up one a week if possible, but sometimes that didn't happen. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I hope you have a fantastic day. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.